Hello and welcome back. I'm Cupid, and you know what this means. This outfit. Well, you probably should know by now. I'm talking about a certain bastard named Greg. I'm not going to not say. I'm going to say his name because I feel like it. Although I'm not going to say a last name because he changes his last name more often than I change fucking. Then I change my hoodie, and I have one hoodie here. Fuck. Hope that didn't destroy the audio. I have one hoodie there. Let's see now. Do I have any? No, I don't have any more hoodies over here. By the sofa, but I have 1, 2, 3 more hoodies over there, and then I have this hoodie. I have 5 fucking hoodies. I change them fairly often. Almost every day I wear a different hoodie. So yeah, off of that, he's a hypocritical bastard, and I'm not going to say that he's a sociopath this time, because he apparently thinks that we are all wrong for saying he's a sociopath. The sociopath thinks we're wrong for saying he's a sociopath. I like how he reads a comment from someone. It almost sounds like a comment I wrote him, but it's not, but it kinda sounds like it. So yeah, but I say that he's a very bad, that he has very bad taste in jokes and such things in that one. And I'm just going to tell you what he says, what that comment is, because I'm going to find it very quickly. Let's see now. Oh yeah. Please go and see a psychologist and work out your life problems. Me and many others are bothered. And then it says that the person is basically saying that he is a sociopath. No! Yeah, but he's taking words out of people's mouths when he says that he is a sociopath. Because I know that me and a few other ranters or vloggers or whatever you want to call us, and talking about him, I've called him a sociopath or a psychopath. Anything like and things like that. It says that the way he talks and the way he behaves is healthy, which I have kind of well, I kind of looked up. I'm sitting here with Wikipedia pages for, let's see now, psychosis, antisocial personality disorder, and Asperger's. You know, I've typed. You know what Asperger's is probably, but and if you don't, it's a type of autism. You're a highly functional. It's a highly functional autism, which means that you are not, as long as you are not, as long as you don't have a intelligence that is lower than like the normal level of intelligence, you get an Asperger's diagnosis most likely instead of a other than any other type of autism diagnosis. It's, let's see now. Let's see now. The World Health Organization defines Asperger's syndrome as one of the autism spectrum disorders, or pervasive development disorder, which are a spectrum of psychological conditions that are characterized by abnormalities of social interaction and communication that pervade pervade? I don't know what that word is. The individual's function by restricting and by restricted and repetitive interests and behavior. Let's see now. Characteristics. One of the things that I have seen with people that have Asperger's that I've talked to, most of them are fucking douchebags. And it's not their fault. It's the fault of the of what they have. Okay. Should I read to you what it says? Yeah, probably, because hey, I'm anyways going to do it. A lack of demonstrated empathy has a significant impact on aspects of communal living for a person with Asperger's syndrome. That's one of the things with it. Yeah, but utter lack of empathy, which he shows in a video where he, for example, films one of his exes being really broken down by him. And yeah, I'm going to believe her, because she does. From what I see of her in that video and what people have said about her and such things, she doesn't seem to have any sort of psychosis or anything else. Because hey, oh yeah, but I should probably continue this. Individuals with AS, which is the medical short term for the shorter term that they use in psychological care about, Asperger's. Individuals with AS experience difficulties in basic elements of social interaction, which may include failure to develop friendships or to seek shared environments or achievements with others. For example, showing others objects of interest, a lack of social or emotional basically they lack the social games give and take mechanic. And impaired non-verbal behavior in areas such as eye contact, facial expression, posture and gesture. You see? That's kind of the thing that I'm going at with him right now. This is either have that or some sort of psychosis, because there's lots of types of psychosis. Woo! Or maybe antisocial personality disorder, which is not really the same as calling him a psychopath or a sociopath, because the criteria are a little bit different. But hey, I can read some of the criteria. Failure to conform to social norms with respect to lawful behaviors as indicated by repeating performing acts that are grounds for arrest. He should probably be arrested. Yes, let's face it, yes. Deception, as indicated by repeatedly lying, use of aliases, or conning others for personal profit or pleasure. Oh, yeah, changing your last name, kind of reason to be for people to be, a bit concerned about your mental health. Impulsory or failure to plan ahead, or impulsivity. He's very impulsive, probably, because he makes videos all the time. irritability or aggressiveness as indicated by repeated physical fights or assaults. We don't know that, but probably. Reckless disregard of safety of self or others. Saying that cutters are fucking nuts, as he says in one of his videos. I will get to that one in a bit, but yeah, that's fucking disregard for others' safety. Consistent irresponsibility as indicated by repeated failure to sustain consistent work behavior or honor financial obligations. Like, you know, paying his ex-wife the money he owes her. Lack of remorse indicated by being indifferent to or rationalizing having hurt, mistreated or stolen from others. Like in the video where one of his exes basically threatens to off herself and he just goes around and filming her, you know. That's one of the variations, and then it's like, oh, we don't know that these disorders have been occurring since the age of 15, but I think they have been. Oh yeah, and he also needs to be at least 18 of age, which we know that he is. Let's see now. And some of the... okay. The WHO's... World Health Organization's international... blah blah blah. And this diagnosis this diagnosis that I'm going to count up things for here is, well, called dissocial personality disorder. And if someone is characterized by at least 3 of the following, they have it. Callous unconcern for the feelings of others. 1. Gross and persistent attitude of irresponsibility and disregard for social norms, rules and obligations. 2. We have 2 of them now. Incapability of maintaining enduring relationships through having no difficulty establishing them. We have 3 now. Very low tolerance to frustration and a low threshold for discharge of aggression, including violence. I won't say that we have. We don't really have it, but kind of. Incapability of experiencing guilt or to profit from experience, particularly punishment. 4 of 6, and as I said, if you have at least 3 of the following, you probably have this. Marked readiness to blame others or to offer plausible rationalizations for the behavior that has brought the person into conflict with society. 5 out of 6. And actually it's basically 5.5 out of 6. So yeah, he at least have this social personality disorder, but I can't give him that diagnosis because I don't have a degree in psychology. I took a class in it, but I don't have a degree in it. A fucking bastard. That is. Yeah. Let's see now. Do we have any funny, psychosis that he could have? Because psychosis have really different things. He could be delusional. Psychosis may involve delusional beliefs, some of which are paranoid in nature. Simply, delusions are false beliefs that a person holds onto without adequate evidence. Yeah, I'm not going to go through this because it's too many different ones. But let's continue. I'm back, and well, I can't say it's good to be back, but it's good to, I can't really say it, but it's good to be back. I took a break over Christmas and New Year's, and then until both my parents and my little brother had started to go to work and school again, because I didn't want them to have to hear me jabber on about this. But that also means that I'm not going to hold back now. Not one bit. I'm not going to show anything about any more of that video. I'm going to do this to show. I'm going to talk about two different videos because to show how hypocritical he is. He says, I'm not a supporter of cutting. Okay, yeah, we know that. We know that you fucking despise people that cut themselves because you think they are destroying a gift that they were given for free. Fuck you. Yeah. I have back problems. My back hurts every single day. That was not destroyed by me. That was destroyed by people that actually were bullying me. But I can say it's a gift to have this body. I have back pains every single day. I've gotten used to them. Which means that as long as it doesn't hurt even more in my back, I'm not complaining about it. But yeah, it's not like people can be born with really bad back problems or with really bad fuck, I can't remember what it's named, but you know, the things that are like between. I can pull this out of its thing. I can't remember what it's named. Let's see now. This is something I was born with being able to do. I pull it out of its socket, basically. It doesn't hurt when I pull it out or when I put it back, because it's when I do it. But if anyone else would do it, it would fucking hurt. I'm born with this. But some people are born with things like this that do hurt them. Yeah. So it's not a gift in a way, shape or form. He says it's not a problem solver, it's just a problem propeller. No! It kind of is a problem solver. For a short while, at least. You don't feel like... when you cut yourself, adrenaline and endorphins are released to numb the pain. In the physical pain, which means that it takes away actually the mental pain for a short while, at least a bit of it. I know from experience. I do know from experience. He has no right to talk about this shit. If you think about ways of getting out of depression, making your body less whole, less perfect than it was before, as you know, it's probably not going to help. Because people have this image thing. Because most people have this image thing that if they look good, they feel a little better. Well, not everyone is like that, first of all. And also, that's just bullshit. You don't feel better for looking good. Especially since everyone have different standards for what looking good is. Now my girlfriend thinks I look good. I think I most of the time look like total shit. And I think she looks good, but she thinks she looks like total shit. You see? There's a difference. And he goes like, it's about it's about a girl being forced to hide her scars from cutting herself at her school. Which, okay, because it disturbs people. Let them be disturbed. It's their problem if they are disturbed by someone's physical appearance. Scars are not that disturbing, trust me. Way more disturbing things. Way more disturbing things. But yeah. Oh yeah, and it says like the school is basically saying like me that as you know I need to jump back in that video. That is a bit more. They're saying that it's not okay to cut yourself. That's what he says too. So yeah, and that you shouldn't compare it with people that have serious fucking that have serious problems. When you go as far as cutting yourself, most of the time you have a serious fucking problem. You are depressed you are on the verge of killing yourself, and the only thing that numbs your pain is cutting yourself. You know what? It's kind of personal. Well, it's really personal actually. Because a friend of mine that lives in the US cut herself, and they found out at her school and everything like that, and she's basically going through the same thing. And because it's kind of uploaded at the time this is going on, that video, it could be her is talking about. Hope it's fucking not, because I would like to slit his fucking throat. It was talking about her. I would fuck, because you don't talk to any of my friends like that. Like he's doing. Yeah. Oh yeah. And the girl said it's like battle scars. Yes, it is. It's like battle scars. It's battle scars from the battle with yourself. The battle that you have, that you don't want to live, but you push through and live anyways. You know. Kind of like what most people fucking do. And when you don't want to live and you cut yourself to be able to survive, because you know that it would hurt people more if you offed yourself, then it's a fucking battle. And it's battle scars. I know. If you guys cut yourself and you have scars, that becomes you. No, it doesn't. You're inside of the shell. You are in here. Or depending on your religious beliefs, you might be in here or in everything of you. But according to me, with being an atheist, you're in here. You're in your brain. You are your brain. Everything else is just, it's just around you. It's a shell. to contain you until you die. If you're going to be proud of that, that's awesome, he says, and if you're not, that's okay. Being proud of scars? No, I'm not proud of that I cut myself, but I'm proud that I survived. I was seriously thinking of committing suicide a multitude of times. You know what? When I were in 9th grade in the Swedish school system, I don't know what grade that is equivalent to, I got diagnosed with ADD and started to take these things. This is empty on. It helped a little, because then I could start to use my brain, and it releases dopamine, which are, you know, it's the happy chemical in your brain. But that's not why I stopped being depressed, really. It's because 9th grade comes basically just before college, or the Swedish equivalent to college, I think it is. And when I started in that, I got that like I got these during like the last half of the 9th grade. I didn't go to school with any of my old bullies anymore, and I stopped being bullied, which helped quite a bit. I got friends. I had a few friends, but I got a lot of friends. That helped me a big bit, and also I stopped being in abusive fucking relationships, because and yeah, abusive relationships, that's bad for you. It truly is. You get just more depressed if you're already depressed, if you're in an abusive relationship, because they mentally fucking destroy you. Okay, I have an ex that I at least know have cheated on me. I have an ex which I'm fairly fucking certain that she cheated on me, and she dumped me like 5 times during the like 3 months I was, 2 months I was together with her, or something, or maybe it was 3 months or something. But during that time, she dumped me like 5 fucking times. But just for like 2 days. Every time. Then we were back together. Then she dumped me. Then we were back together. Then she dumped me. You know, it's like a pendulum. And once I had gotten out of that, I got my current girlfriend. We have been together for over 3 years now. Yeah, that's when things really started to get better for me. You see, when things start to get better, you start to feel better. You will get yourself probably... this is from experience, but you will get out of your depression sometime in the future, hopefully. But yeah. And it goes and like, but the school shouldn't... okay, now I'm back to what he says about the scars and them forcing to hide the scars at the school. It goes like, but the school shouldn't force you to hide these, because they are you. Well, it's not like you're walking around with your penis out. Well, of course it's not like you walking around with your penis out. What the fuck? Being weird much? It's not really something to be ashamed of if you recover from it. Wait. You are fucking telling people that they are basically worthless if they cut themselves in other videos. And then you go back on that and says that you shouldn't be ashamed of it if you recover from it. Well, you will never really recover from having cut yourself, because you know it is. You know the mental pain. You'll just feel better than you did then. And like, it's only really something to be ashamed of if you continue to inflict them on yourself. No, I know loads of people that actually are ashamed of their scars. I'm not, because I see it like it's battle scars. They show that I have gotten out of my depression. Not completely, but mostly. I'm not as depressed. I probably still could be diagnosed with depression, because I probably have a too low of dopamine level in my brain and such things. He actually says something fairly smart, but it coming out of his mouth, it just sounds so insincere in this video. It says that I need to go back and actually quote directly. All scars really say is that I was a bad place and I went through a hard time. But you know, you don't see any fresh wounds. So kudos to me. Yeah, that's kind of smart. That's basically what I'm saying. But it comes from him. It sounds too fucking insincere. I don't feel like people that cut themselves are something to banish or condemn. Oh wait! Oh wait! Let's go to the other video that I really want to talk about. This is the honest truth. You got to hurt to say it. Come on, Nation. Oh. This person that is basically nuts. It says that about a cutter, and they say they shouldn't be condemned. And I say that bluntly because it's true. Ah, I broke the bottle. Yeah, okay, I should probably explain what this is all about. It's about a guy who has a girlfriend who cut herself and goes to a psychologist and everything because she's cutting herself. And that she apparently plays a bunch of emotional games. There probably is a reason for that, because, for example, you can develop trust issues. Please. And it says that she is nuts because she cut herself and go to a psychologist to get help. He has taken the step, but that bastard, the bastard Greg will never take. He has taken a step to try to get help. Yeah, I know that many times psychologist doesn't really help you, but still, she's trying to get fucking help. Unlike some people. And then he said, you shouldn't really have to endure this relationship when you're completely fine. She probably is completely fine when it comes to other things, you know. She's probably really loving and supporting when she's not in her darkest moments. And they don't really appreciate you, it seems. No, it might not seem like it. But people who are depressed that you're in a relationship with appreciates it. They fucking love you more than anything else. You wanna know why? Because you're probably the one highlight of their life at that point. The one thing that keeps them from killing themselves, or especially when they're cutting themselves and are in a relationship. It's probably the cutting and the person they are in a relationship with are the only things that keeps them from fucking killing themselves. I think it's a problem that we accept a lot of these illnesses. That's something that is perfectly okay in a relationship. So, yeah, you said it. It's an illness. Not really. You're not mentally ill for being depressed. You're not mentally ill from having ADD. You're not mentally ill from having Asperger's. You're mentally ill when you're a person like Greg. A person who fucking is a hypocrite, who can't understand, and is a hypocrite and can't understand emotions. That's when you're mentally ill. Not when you're depressed. But yeah. And they're not. Okay. So let's get back to this. I've been really depressed. My girlfriend has been really depressed. I was still cutting myself when I started to go out with my current girlfriend. Am I nuts? According to Greg. Is my girlfriend nuts? According to Greg. Let's see now. Let's go back and hear that. They're not okay in a relationship when there's one person that is completely mentally fine and the other person is completely mentally sound. What the fuck? I've been with quite a few people that are nuts. No, you haven't. You're the one that's nuts. And here we get back to it. People that have cut themselves, and yes, I think that people that have cut themselves are total. Wait, let's go back and actually quote that the right way. And yes, I think that people that cut themselves are nuts. I think that's not even remotely sane. It's calling it destructive insanity. Let's see now. Insanity. Insanity, craziness, or madness is a spectrum of behaviors characterized by certain abnormal mental or behavior patterns. In medicine, insanity is no longer considered a medical diagnosis, but it's a legal term in the United States, stemming from its original use in common law. The disorder formerly encompassed by the disorder is formally encompassed by the term covered by a wide by the term covered a wide range of mental disorders now diagnosed as organic brain syndrome, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and psychotic disorder. So, organic brain syndrome. Is older nearly absolutely. Let's see now. Acute regarding appearance state of mental, such as intoxication, drug overdose, infection, pain, and many other physical problems affected by mental status. Other common causes of chronic organic brain syndrome are the various types of dementia and Alzheimer's, which results from permanent brain damage due to a stroke, Alzheimer's disease, or other damaging causes. Oh wait, so your insane girlfriends were either schizophrenic, had bipolar disorder. Not that likely, but people could have that, yeah. They were psychotic. Probably not. Maybe I said organic brain disorder. No. No. And no. So there we had it. That's my no to him. Also, he's... He says that every single crazy girl he's been with, which is the people that have cut himself, have been cheating on him. So he basically equates cutting yourself to cheating. I would never cheat on anyone. I've gotten trust issues from being in a relationship where someone cheated on me. Well, okay, they've gotten worse with that, but I have had trust issues a long time. But I got even more trust issues from when I were in a relationship with someone that cheated on me. And I did cut myself during that time. You see the difference? It calls it psychotic behavior too. But I'm not going to record more of this because it's fucking 45 minutes already. Pooh! Yeah. I don't know when I will upload next time, but it won't be as long as between this time and last time. I'm back. And Greg, the challenge still stands. Take me down for copyright infringement in some way, and I will fight you. And it probably stands until the next video, because now I have gotten myself Premiere, and that means I will probably cut some of your shit in during some of my videos. Not this one. This challenge still stands. And I just came up with a name for this video. Too much fucking insanity. Thanks for watching, and I will be back. I will be back as probably as long as Greg continues in his fucking ways, or until I get completely burnt out, which probably won't happen, because I have my ways to handle my fucking mood afterwards. For example, these. Which reminds me. Thanks for watching. And Greg, I know you're watching my videos too. Because you're watching everyone's videos that are about you. Bye, fucktard! And bye to everyone else that have been watching. I will see you next time.